Live longer and stronger. 7 longevity tips that add life to your years after 60. Ever catch yourself saying, "I just don't bounce back the way I used to"? Maybe you used to walk for hours, do a little gardening, and still have energy, left for dinner with friends. But now even a simple chore leaves you needing a nap. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Aging is a journey we all share, but how we age can be completely different depending on the choices we make every single day. Here's the truth. Growing older doesn't have to mean growing weaker. It doesn't have to mean more medications, more doctor visits, or more sitting around watching life pass you by. In fact, many people in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s are discovering ways to not only live longer, but to live stronger, fuller, and happier. And that's exactly what we're diving into today. In this video, you'll learn 7 powerful, science-backed longevity tips that will help you feel more energized, more capable, and more alive. These aren't vague suggestions. They're real-life habits that can help you protect your body, sharpen your mind, and reclaim the joy of living. Let's start with the first tip that most doctors agree is one of the simplest yet most powerful. Move your body every day, but the right way. Now, I know what you're thinking. Of course, exercise is good. I've heard that 1,000 times. But here's the part most people miss. After age 60, it's not about how much you move. It's about how you move. In fact, doing the wrong kind of exercise too often can wear out your joints and leave you more exhausted than energized. So what's the right way? It comes down to 3 things: gentle strength building, flexibility, and consistent movement. Simple strength exercises, like using resistance bands, climbing stairs, or doing light squats while holding onto the kitchen counter, can rebuild the muscle we naturally lose with age. That's important because losing muscle doesn't just make you weaker. It also makes you more prone to falls, slower recovery, and yes, even a shorter life. Next is flexibility. Think stretching isn't for you? Think again. Just 5 minutes. A day of stretching your legs, arms, and back can prevent joint pain, improve circulation, and keep your posture tall and proud, which matters more than you might think. Seniors who maintain good posture often have better balance and even better digestion. And finally, stay consistent. Walking 20 minutes a day, dancing in your living room, or taking the stairs instead of the elevator, it all adds up. Your body loves to move, but it especially loves moving every day, not just on Mondays or when the weather's nice. And if you're worried it's too late to start, it's not. Studies show that even people in their 70s and 80s who begin light daily activity can see major improvements in energy, mobility, and even mood within weeks. Now let's move on to a habit that has a direct impact on how long and how well you live. Prioritize protein at every meal. Yes, even breakfast. One of the biggest silent mistakes seniors make is eating too little protein. You might think, I don't need a lot. I'm not a bodybuilder. But here's the surprising truth. After age 60, your body becomes less efficient at using the protein you eat. That means you actually need more, not less. Protein isn't just about building muscle. It's essential for healing wounds, maintaining healthy skin, supporting brain function, and even strengthening your immune system. And yet, most older adults fall short of what they need. So how do you fix this? Start by making sure each meal has a good source of protein. And yes, that includes breakfast. Instead of just toast or cereal, try scrambled eggs with spinach, a Greek yogurt parfait with nuts and berries, or even a smoothie made with protein powder, almond milk, and banana. These are easy, delicious, and they'll fuel your body for the entire day. And don't forget plant-based options like lentils, chickpeas, or tofu. They're not only rich in protein, but also fiber, which supports digestion and heart health. Adding just 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal can make a huge difference in how your body ages. It helps you stay strong, mobile, and resilient. And those are the building blocks of a long, independent life. Now, speaking of building blocks, there's another habit that helps you rebuild every single night. Get deeper sleep, not just more of it. We've all heard that sleep is important, but here's something most people don't realize. As we age, it's not just about the number of hours we sleep. It's about how deeply we sleep. Many seniors spend more time in light sleep, which means their body doesn't get the same restoration it used to. If you wake up feeling groggy, achy, or still tired after 8 hours in bed, it may be that your sleep isn't deep enough. The good news? There are simple things you can do to fix that. First, cut off screen time at least an hour before bed. The blue light from phones and TVs interferes with melatonin production. That's your body's natural sleep hormone. Instead, try reading, journaling, or listening to soft music as you wind down. Second, watch your evening snacks. Eating too close to bedtime can keep your digestion busy, which means your body won't fully rest. Try finishing dinner at least 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. And if you're hungry later, go for something light like a small banana, a few almonds, or chamomile tea. Finally, stick to a routine. Going to bed and waking up at the same time, even on weekends, helps regulate your internal clock. It trains your body to know when it's time to sleep. And over time, this habit can lead to deeper, more refreshing rest. Getting better sleep improves memory, reduces inflammation, strengthens immunity, and even slows cellular aging. It's not just rest, it's renewal. And if you want to feel alive and energized well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond, deep sleep is absolutely essential. Now that we've covered the importance of moving daily, fueling with protein, and sleeping deeply, let's keep going. Tip number 4, build real social connections, not just online ones. Here's something not enough doctors talk about. Loneliness is just as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Yes, you heard that right. After age 60, many people naturally experience changes in their social lives, retirement, adult children moving away, friends passing on, or even just reduced mobility. But that doesn't mean isolation has to become your new normal. In fact, studies show that seniors with strong social connections are 50% more likely to live longer than those who are isolated. Why? Because human connection boosts your immune system, reduces stress hormones like cortisol, lowers your risk of heart disease, and keeps your mind sharper for longer. So what can you do if your circle has shrunk? Start small. Call a friend just to chat. Even 10 minutes can make a difference. Join a local group or class, like Tai Chi, gardening clubs, or community yoga. Volunteer once a week. Helping others gives your life purpose and connects you with people who share your values. And yes, if mobility is an issue, even regularly engaging with others through phone or video calls can lift your mood and strengthen your sense of belonging. Remember, health isn't just about what you eat or how you move. It's also about how you feel. Staying connected is one of the most powerful ways to add life to your years. Tip number 5, feed your gut, because it feeds everything else. Did you know that your gut is home to trillions of bacteria that control everything from digestion to brain function to your immune system? After age 60, those helpful bacteria, your microbiome, often start to shift, and not in a good way. You may experience more bloating, irregularity, fatigue, even depression, all linked to poor gut health. That's why nourishing your microbiome is critical to aging well. Here's how. Eat more fermented foods like plain yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, and miso. These naturally boost your good bacteria. Include fiber-rich foods such as oats, apples, lentils, and leafy greens. These act as prebiotics, basically food for your healthy gut bugs. Cut back on processed sugar and fried foods. They encourage the growth of harmful bacteria and inflammation. Drink plenty of water. Staying hydrated keeps things moving and supports your gut lining. When your gut is happy, your brain is clearer, your mood is better, and your immune system is stronger. And that's the kind of aging we want: vibrant, clear-headed, and resilient. Tip number 6, train your brain like a muscle. Here's something inspiring. Your brain doesn't stop growing as you age. In fact, scientists now know that we can continue creating new neural pathways, a process called neuroplasticity. even into our 80s and beyond. But just like your muscles, your brain needs challenge and stimulation to stay strong. Here's how to keep your mind sharp and youthful. Learn something new. Try picking up a language, a musical instrument, or a hobby you've always wanted to explore. Read daily. Fiction, non-fiction, poetry, anything that sparks your curiosity helps. Play games that involve strategy or memory. Crossword puzzles, chess, Sudoku, and even certain video games have been shown to boost cognitive function. Limit passive screen time. Scrolling through social media isn't the same as active engagement, and too much of it can actually dull your attention span. And here's a secret most people don't realize. Social interaction is one of the best ways to stimulate your brain. A lively conversation, a debate, or even sharing a story helps exercise your memory, vocabulary, and empathy all at once. Bottom line, a sharper mind gives you more confidence, independence, and joy in your later years. Tip Darsha 7. Find a reason to get up in the morning and make it meaningful. You can do all the right things, eat well, exercise, sleep enough, but without a purpose, your health suffers. In fact, research from Japan's Okinawa region, home to some of the world's longest living people, shows that having a strong sense of purpose, or ikigai, is one of the most powerful predictors of longevity. So, what's your ikigai? Maybe it's caring for your grandkids, tending your garden, mentoring someone, volunteering, writing your life story, creating something beautiful, or simply waking up each day with a mindset of gratitude and curiosity. Having purpose lowers stress, reduces inflammation, sharpens your brain, and even improves your heart health. And here's the beautiful part. It doesn't have to be big. Even the smallest purpose, like feeding the birds, checking in on a neighbor, or writing one page in a journal, can be enough to give your life rhythm and meaning. Final thoughts. Aging doesn't mean fading away. It means stepping into a new chapter. One where you choose how you want to feel, how you want to live, and how you want to grow. Let's recap the 7 longevity tips that can help you live longer and stronger. Move every day, the right way. Eat more protein, especially high at breakfast. Prioritize deep, restorative sleep. Stay socially connected and emotionally engaged. Feed your gut to support your whole body. Keep your brain active and challenged. Live with purpose. Big or small, you don't need to change everything overnight. Just start with one habit. One walk, one good meal, one better night's sleep, one phone call. And before you know it, you're building a stronger, longer, more joyful life. One day at a time. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs encouragement today. Let's age with power, purpose, and pride together.